you can grow these great looking vegetables right in your own backyard. And they're really good for you. They're filled with vitamins, beta-carotene, and everything else that's just great with minerals. So one of the reasons you might want to grow them in your own garden is you can pick them fresh every day. And you can really get the best nutrition out of them on your own. And the other reason is you might not find these at your food stores all the time. So to augment what you're going to buy from the store, you can have a little area in your backyard and grow these. Now, this whole group of cole, which is C-O-L-E, crops, includes some of the different cauliflowers. Just look at the array of colors you can get. And they even have some that are, green. But I really like this cheddar or orange colored form. It also includes your broccoli, and broccoli is great tasting. And, you can also, on some of these crops we'll talk about in a minute, you can not only plant them in the spring, but you can plant them in the midsummer. But let's not forget part of this group is going to be your cabbage. And I really like the colors of this purple or red cabbage. And then, of course, we have the normal green cabbage, but then you have the giant Dutch or curled cabbage, which can really get huge. Then, part of this group, which is commonly known maybe as the mustard family, are mustard greens. So you can also grow these, and they're considered a cole crop. And then, I like kale, and kale really tastes great after it sort of gets frozen, either in the fall or early spring. Now, keep in mind, when you're planting some of these things, certain things like the pak choy and the Chinese cabbage benefit from cooler temperatures, both cool night temperatures and cool day temperatures, probably somewhere less than 70 degrees. So when it comes to planting these types of cabbage, you probably want to put them out in the garden as transplants, latter part of July, or you can start your own seed in the garden beginning of July. Kale, I like to do sometime beginning of July. I like to seed my seed. Mustard, I like to do sometime in August. And on the cabbage and the broccoli and the cauliflower, an excellent time to put these out in the garden would be in March or April, or you can put liners or seedlings out in July. Liners end of July and seedlings in the beginning of July. Well, I almost forgot one of my favorites, but not everybody likes them, Brussels sprouts. And, they almost fall into the category of kale. When you plant them sometime in July, the plants themselves will grow about a foot to 24 inches tall. And these little Brussels or sprouts will be up and down the stems. I found that they're great after they get a little bit of frost. They're really sweet tasting. Now, we're talking about a whole group of plants called cole crops. It's important, since they're related in some way, shape, or form, that you rotate them. And what that means is each year when you go to a part of your garden, take a brand new section or a part of the garden that has not been planted with these vegetables. It really cuts down on your disease problems and your insect problems by moving them or rotating them in the garden. And it just means you don't really have to use a lot of chemicals or fungicides, and you'll have a better crop year after year. So easy to grow. It doesn't take a lot of plants. Plant maybe 6 to 12 of each, and you will fill your refrigerator, or really your table, with these great tasting vegetables. I'm Mark Viette. Join me next time in the garden.
For more garden tips, use the internet to click onto the In the Garden website. That's inthegardenradio.com.